Exactly. Premature po ang tawag niya, no? In fact, in court cases, that will be dismissed immediately. Kaya nga, I do not know why the defense would not file a motion to dismiss on the ground na premature. In the sense that there is kasi a rule, no, that if a finding of something, or let's say, or responsibility or pagkakamali is meron, hindi pa po pinal, you cannot use that as a basis, no, to pursue another action. Like in this case, pinupursue nila ang impeachment because of that particular finding. Hindi po final, no? Which is glaring pa talaga is that itong 2023 na inisyu ni Del Campo, nasa stage pa sila to appeal, no, before the commission proper. And yung sa 2023 nasa 2022 is nasa motion for reconsideration stage, no? So ibig sabihin hindi pa nga umakyat sa Supreme Court for certiorari. So having said that, yun pong complete determination of the controversy has not yet been fully finished and determined yet. So therefore, why are they going to use this one as a basis, no? Now, what if the later on the COA finds out or the court finds out that no, it's okay. Anyway, compliance man yan, give them a opportunity, ito dapat ganun ang gagawin. Then what will happen to the impeachment? Di ba? So ibig sabihin po, it should be a standby dapat yan siya eh. Dapat yan siya, dapat nga i-dismiss muna for being premature.
Opo. Kahapon po, attorney, ay nailatag ang kanilang witness ng prosekusyon. At inamin mismo ng witness na si Del Campo na hindi na sila naglabas ng notice of suspension. Kasi parang meron kasing parang proseso, una AOMs, notice of suspension, bagong notice of disallowance. May tuturing ba itong paglabag sa due process? Kasi parang nagbatay lang ata siya sa naging pahayag ng isang opisyal under Vice President Sara Duterte sa Kamara na umamin siya na binigay niya yung pondo po attorney at diretso na. Hindi na dumaan doon, hindi na pinagpapaliwanag. And diretso na sa notice of disallowance at binigyan ng 6 na buwan, which is kasama pa hanggang sa kasalukuyan sa 6 na buwan.
Yes.
Para magpaliwanag ang opisina po ng pangalawang Pangulo. Anong masasabi niyo po dito, attorney?
Actually, it was a very, very important yun na observation, no? Yung hindi siya nag-submit ng notice of suspension. While it is true that pwede namang magdiretso ng notice of disallowance in some, no, in COA regulations. However, ito po kanya kasi is different, no? Remember that she heard the testimony of Gina Acosta daw in November 2024. And then she issued the notice of allowance March 2026. So it's more than a year, no? Why that long? Yun ang question eh. Tapos why was it that pending na po yung impeachment proceedings sa Committee of Justice at initial yung notice of disallowance. So I believe there is a pressure here to do that, no? Kasi while dapat kasi ang proseso is a suspension dahil nga sa ang ano nito Admar is yung compliance audit lang naman to comply with the requirements eh. Why did she immediately found na meron po siyang irregularity by that testimony? Why did you not give a chance that for the OBP to discuss why it was given to Colonel Lachica? To think that hindi naman ang issue yung SDO, yung disbursing officer, does it mean that a disbursing officer cannot turn over for implementation to another person? Yun po dapat explanation. Now, without giving this what we call a fuller due process, yung complete po na due process, Admar, there's a violation, no, on this rule on due process, especially as guaranteed under the Constitution. And especially so that you are using these impeachment proceedings as a tool to remove a political enemy. So dapat po, ibigay mo lahat ng pagkakataon para mag-explain, no? Then, if you will be able to do that, you may, no, use it as an impeachment offense. But right now, klaro po na talagang ginigipit, no, si VP Inday Sara by proceeding it immediately. So yung the timing is very suspect, no? And I would argue that indeed this is highly irregular and may grave of abuse of discretion on their part by not affording the fuller opportunity to explain its side ang ano po ang OBP.
Opo, ang binibigyang diin din ng prosekusyon at ng witness na may kasalanan talagang nagawa ang pangalawang pangulo kasi meron siyang mga perma doon. Sa tingin niyo po, tama ang kanyang pag-assess dito? Kasi ang sinasabi nga doon sa Joint Memorandum Circular, or hindi and, no, yung head of agency o yung disbursement officer po o yung kung sino yung magiging accountable officer po nito, attorney.
Yes po. In fact, even the PDP 1445 na yung rules on COA, you have to state kung sino po talaga yung special disbursing officer. Now, ang problema kasi ngayon nito, she made some conclusion of law and facts, no, which are not that good because wala man siya nagbigay ng chance to explain, no. Now, kasi if only that when she heard Acosta said na utos daw, aprobado daw kay BP Inday na ibigay Colonel La Chica, that raises a genuine issue. It raises a genuine issue that should require her, if she is exercising judgment, to let the other party explain bakit niyo ginawa ito. Para maintindihan po natin, ano ba ang participation ng La Chica? Ginawa niyo ba siyang disbursing officer? Or meron ba siyang appointment? Or siya lang po ba ang inutusan niyo para, dahil ikaw pa rin ang-disburse pero sabi mo, ibigay mo ito, ibigay mo ito, ibigay mo, ibigay ito. Pero kasi, because you cannot be a disbursing officer for the whole country. Diba? You go to one place to another, which yun ang in-emphasize ni Kapuna na very, very shallow ba? Yung parang hindi siya makatotohanan na pagtatanong. When in fact, she knew for a fact na ang disbursing officer stays in the office and tells people to do this for me. Kasi may request na ganito. Kasi may request yan tapos bibigay. Tapos baka kasi si Colonel La Chica is an implementer. Pero nagdaan tayo dyan na hindi natatanong dahil in the first place, COA did not let them explain. Kasi kung inadmit talaga nila na ang nagde-disperse si Colonel La Chica, then that's the time she may have a conclusion of law that there is a violation and fact that indeed it happened, no? And which can be used and placed in the notice of disallowance. Wala nga hindi nga nalagay yung findings na yon. So having said that, no, this is talagang an afterthought or pressure when nakita nila na tumatakbo na sa Committee on Justice and there is a need for a notice of disallowance para ma-push ang mag-iitong impeachable offense because without the notice of disallowance, they could not file it as an impeachable offense dito sa impeachment court. So hinabol talaga. Kaya nga afterthought So having said that, Admar, ang pinaka-important yung genuine opportunity for them to explain, to expound, to reason out what happened with that kind of transmittal of public funds, no, for confidential purposes has not been fully investigated and explained. Tapos sabi niya, doon na lang sa appeal explain. That's not right. Because possibly in appeal, there is no preliminary conference, there is no face-to-face talk. So baga papel-papel na lang lahat. No? Now, if they only exercise or exerted effort to genuinely know and give opportunity, hindi sana tayo darating sa ganito na sitwasyon.
Attorney, hindi pa nga pinal yung kanila pong report, no, dito sa kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Kasi kung kukunin natin yung logic nila na hindi pa pala tapos at inirereklamo na agad, marami po palang dapat ma-impeach na dito, Attorney.
Yes po. Exactly. Premature po ang tawag niya, no. In fact, in court cases, that will be dismissed immediately. Kaya nga, I do not know why the defense would not file a motion to dismiss on the ground na premature. In the sense that there is kasi a rule, no, that if a finding of something, or let's say, or responsibility or pagkakamali is meron, hindi pa po pinal, you cannot use that as a basis, no, to pursue another action. Like in this case, pinupursue nila ang impeachment because of that particular finding. Hindi po final, no? Which is glaring pa talaga is that itong 2023 na inisyu ni Del Campo, nasa stage pa sila ng to appeal, no, before the commission proper. And yung sa 2023, nasa 2022 is nasa motion for reconsideration stage, no? So ibig sabihin, hindi pa nga umakyat sa Supreme Court for certiorari. So having said that, yun pong complete determination of the controversy has not yet been fully finished and determined yet. So therefore, why are they going to use this one as a basis, no? Now, what if the later on the COA finds out or the court finds out that no, it's okay. Anyway, compliance man yan, give them a opportunity, ito dapat ganun ang gagawin. Then what will happen to the impeachment? Di ba? So, ibig sabihin po, it should be a standby dapat yan siya eh. Dapat yan siya, dapat nga i-dismiss muna for being premature.
Bago lang si partner Jade, lipat lang ako ng isang article
Yes
dahil binasura po ng DOJ yung reklamong inciting to sedition. Tingin nyo po makakapahina pa lalo ito doon sa unang articles of impeachment na tinalakay dyan sa impeachment court, attorney?
Yes po. Basically, it will, no? Because yung sa other high crimes, it would fall po yung sedition, no? And it appears that yun din ang pinaghahawakan ni NBI Matibag when he testified na because of that, yung mga tao na nag-comment, even Attorney Lotok, na naiinganyo daw mag-raise ng arms, no? Or mag-go to the streets, no? Because of that statement, no? So with that, since it was dismissed, and yung, although ang kanilang gauge naman is yung reasonable certainty of conviction, which is different from the impeachment court, as they would argue, no? But nevertheless, it will substantially weaken, no? Now, how about sa grave threats, the case na final nila? It doesn't matter, no? As I said, yun po is applicable yun siya sa defense in the sense that iba rin ang threshold doon pagdating sa grave threats. Ang problema nilang prosecution yan, if that grave threats later on will ultimately be dismissed, no, or quashed by the court on the ground na wala pong private complainants, like for example sila BBM, Lisa at saka si Martin Romualdez, who executed an affidavit to show that they were threatened, no? Kasi when you say grave threats kasi, ikaw ang tinakot. Then you have to say na natakot ka. You cannot get some clippings in radios, TVs na merong video presentation na sinasabi niyang natatakot or nagbabahala sila. You cannot use that. There must be a direct declaration on fact. So, ibig sabihin po, quashable po yung klaseng information na yan, criminal information, kung na-file na nga ba sa korte. So, what if it will be quashed? And it would substantially weaken now Article 4 of the impeachment case against BP Inday Sara.
Attorney, yung prosecution kasi ay yung kanilang testigo ay nagsabi na may tatlong kondisyon bago maaaring gawin yung paggamit ng confidential funds para sa payment of rewards, doon sa issue ng payment of rewards. Sa una, may approval dapat daw sa head of agency. Pangalawa, may dokumentong nagpapatuloy na naging matagumpay yung information gathering o surveillance activity. Yung pangatlo, direktang may kaugnayan ang reward sa confidential activities ng ahensya. Ito ho ba, ibig sabihin, ay lahat po ng mga nilabas na pondo ng OVP doon sa kanilang confidential funds nga ay direktang may kaugnayan na kaagad doon sa Vice Presidente?
Well, actually, that's the problem, no? Kasi yung tinatawag na casual link, no? And that has been found already as defective, itong circular nga, by Panfilo Lacson, Senator Judge Lacson. Kasi when he said na, you're just doing a paper audit, why is that you cannot give fuller due process by conducting physical audit, no? If you find that there is something wrong, because you cannot find the causal link, no, between this, and how would you determine if indeed the money was used or not if you will not conduct physical audit? Parang yun ang point, no? That's why sabi niya, i-amend nyo na yan. At saka wala, like clearance and everything. So yun no po, on the first part nung kay Wamil, Attorney Wamil, nasira na po ni Panfilo Lacson ang question about the joint circular. It's not the audit per se. It's not the confidential funds per se, but it's the joint circular which does not give a clear and fuller opportunity to explain and process, no? Especially now na sinortcut pa talaga, Jade, by instead of going towards notice of suspension, nagpunta sila kaagad sa notice of disallowance, no? Balik tayo doon sa sinasabi mong statement niya na yung tatlong reasons, no? Take note that it was emphasized also and established by na Escudero, Senator, Presiding Judge Escudero, that yung pera na confidential funds, hindi yun ang ginamit sa party or sa awards and everything, no? Hindi po yun, na-establish po yun ang sagot ni Del Campo. Ang sinasabi niya is that yung pag-secure ng place and everything, yun ang ginamit ng confidential funds. So, ang point is, kung ang problema lang nila yung causal link, no, kung paano po nagli-link na ito yung success na operation doon sa pera na paggamit, is that they could have gone deeper and allowed the OBP to explain. However, when they heard, no, when she heard from Acosta allegedly na binigay kay La Chica, tinanggal na niya yun at diretso siya sa ng notice of disallowance. Take note na ang AOM or yung audit memorandum is precisely to notify the management of deficiencies, no? Comment, explanation, documents, yun ang hinihingi. Now, ang nakalagay doon, sinasabi is ang expenditures lack documents evidence of accomplishment. So, sumagot ang BP. Then after that, narinig ng auditor na testify in Congress na nagbigay daw ng cash advance to Colonel La Chica. So, ibig sabihin, that is a new and quality, new ground. That's a
Opo.
different ground. No?
Opo.
And therefore, dapat binigyan ng opportunity to explain on that.